Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please focus to the center of the field for the trophy presentation. Taifa is proud to present the 2019 Division II Rookie State Runner-Up Trophy to the Cibolo Spartans. Taifa is proud to present the 2019 Dale Morgan Division II Rookie State Championship Trophy to the Midland Horned Frogs. Please focus your attention to center field once again. The Al Hollins Player of the Game Award is awarded to 2 players from the game. If you voted using the Slido app, you helped to decide who won these awards. Taifa is proud to present the first Al Hollins Player of the Game trophy to Maddox Marquez from the Midland Horned Frogs. Taifa is also proud to present the second Al Hollins Player of the Game trophy to Jace Rader from the Midland Horned Frogs. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the 2019 Division II rookie participants. Next, our Division I rookie.
Greetings and welcome to the Texas Youth Football Association State Championships. The performances you will witness today are the culmination of months of hard work and dedication by these young athletes and their coaches. This journey began 6 months ago, with over 400 teams competing for this opportunity to play for a state championship. After a grueling 9-week regular season and an even more challenging postseason, that journey concludes today, as 16 teams battle for the opportunity to be crowned a Typhus state champion. So on behalf of the Texas Youth Football Association and all of its member organizations, we want to wish all of today's participating teams the best of luck and safe play in today's games. So let's get on our feet and get ready for some fantastic football action. And remember, football is just football unless you're playing Typhus.
Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention across the field to the tunnel.
Sixteen teams have played their way for the right to be called a champion contender in title. Weeks of grueling practices, grinding game weekends, and a magical playoff run. Now, it all comes down to this. This is the 2019 Typhus State Championships. Who will be left standing? Let the games begin.
This is not a test.
Ladies and gentlemen, Typhus is proud to present as our 6th game of the day, the 2019 Division I Rookie Football State Championship game between the Southwest Houston Junior Marlins and the PSJA Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to the Typhus Arch for the introduction of the visiting team in today's game. With a record of 8 wins and 0 losses, ranked 3rd in Typhus Division I rookie. Please welcome the Rio Grande Valley Chapter Champions, the PSJA Wildcats. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to the Typhus Arch for the introduction of the home team in today's game. With a record of 8 wins and 0 losses, ranked 1st in Typhus Division I rookie. Please welcome the Houston Chapter Champions, the Southwest Houston Junior Marlins. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now, please focus your attention to the center of the field for the coin toss.
This is game day, son. It's only about one thing. Getting that W.
This ain't the time to shut down on me. We've been fighting out here, and we're gonna keep fighting till the game over.
It's game day on the Typhoon Radio Network.
Let's get with it, gentlemen.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 6th game. Game number 6. This is the Division I Rookies Championship game between the Southwest Houston Junior Marlins out of the Houston chapter and the PSJA Wildcats out of the Rio Grande Valley. Good evening. Kenny Long with you here with Typhoon Radio, and Brandon MacArthur with Vipe.com. How's it going, Brandon?
Hey, man, game 6. It's looking to see another barn burner here, and going to be a good representation of both teams here.
His Southwest Houston Junior Marlins, very, very excellent team. This is a team that, if I remember correctly, won a state championship as Tykes. They're here for their rookie season, looking to repeat again. They highlight one of the top players in Taifa. That would be number 2, Dylan Mitchell, who is the son of the SMU great Billy Mitchell, who is the head coach.
Oh, that's going to be paying out to have that guy in your back pocket to give you a little bit of advice left and right. But, yeah, no, the Marlins team, like you've told me from the get-go, they're a squad that is a force to be reckoned with by all means here. And the Wildcats have done a phenomenal job reaching this stage. And you got to see, maybe they're a Cinderella team that can keep on rolling. But at the end of it, is the shoe going to fit, or will they turn back into a pumpkin?
Well, we're going to find out here tonight, because they have been over about. I don't want to discredit what they've done. They've done a great job this season on their push to the championships. Let me pull up their stuff here. They are the number 3 team in Division I Tykes coming in with the wins over Tri-County Titans 26-13. A very tough win against the number 6 ranked San Antonio Junior Broncos. They won by a score of 7-6. In a game that I thought they should have won bigger than that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they played the Kalinko Chiefs, who were the number 2 ranked team, and defeated them by a score of 14-8. So two very close games. One of them I thought should have been a little bit bigger. I think that's why I've kind of shied away, and I thought Kalinko Chiefs would get the better of them. They did manage to get the win, though. The Marlins, on the other hand, they're the number 1 ranked team in Division I Rookies. 31-6 wins over Cornerstone Warriors. 19-18 win on a very tough game against the number 9 ranked Southside Ducks. But those are 2 teams that know each other very well out of Houston. And then 39-12 win over the Texas Giants.
So tale of 2 different stories here. It looks like that you're going to see from the Wildcats a really stout defense, where the Marlins are going to be probably a little bit more well-rounded there, especially on the offensive side. But can the Wildcats slow the Marlins down enough to keep themselves in this ball game and possibly squeak out another upset victory?
Well, I can tell you traditionally, teams out of the RGV, they tend to be big, they tend to be large, strong, and very, very methodic with their offenses, where Houston is all about the skill set.
It's the flash.
It's all about the flash. And I think that's where you're going to see the differences. Can the size outdo the flash?
Yep, and the big key for there, can they keep possession of the ball, keep it away from the Marlins, eat a lot of clock, pick up first downs, and then just make this a grinding football game to where you take that flash and you just kind of bottle it up a little bit and get them out of rhythm. That's how you create upsets and victories in this, and that's going to be a tall order for them today.
The biggest key for the Wildcats to compete and win this game is contain Dillon Mitchell.
Yep.
You have got to keep him in the tackles.
Absolutely.
If you allow him to bust the outside, you're going to lose him because this kid, I've seen it firsthand since he was a flag and even in the tights in the tackle leagues, he is fast.
And that's the thing, especially at this age group. Speed just kills. I mean, really, it doesn't matter what age group. If you can burn, you can really make some noise.
PSJA with the football, first down. They have it at the 45. A nice run in here. Look at this. Woo! Oh, my goodness.
Is that Dre Espinoza?
I take back anything I said about slow and methodical. The Wildcats. Dre Espinoza with a 45-yard touchdown run.
Just how he drew it up, right? Let me get it to the outside, and then see you later. Turn it on the Jets, and just like that, a quick 6-0 lead here for the Wildcats. And that's the kind of stuff that you need to create an upset. Big plays, playing onto the possession, don't make the turnovers or silly fouls, and you can come away with a victory here, and what a way to start the ball game.
Wow, one play, 45 yards, touchdown. Extra point try. Takes the snap, hands it off on an end around, and that's not going to get anywhere. Big 95 there for the Marlins. Jaden Jackson makes the stop. 6-0 is our score. And I almost feel bad about going to a commercial break right now.
I mean, it was one of those things where it's like, welcome to the ball game. Let's do a little pregame. I don't know how it's going to fare out for him. Gone.
Wow.
I mean, that's how you make an entrance right now, and that's the kind of stuff that you need. Punch the Marlins right in the mouth. Show them that you're here to win this championship and take it from them.
And, you know, in all fairness, I mean, this is the team out of the RGV. I'm only going by what I've seen historically out of the RGV, which is pretty much the case. But this team apparently has just got a whole different gear and a different mindset. This is my first chance really getting to see this team.
And it was, what an impressive little first impression to make. I mean, one play to the house. You can't do much better than that.
Well, watch out. Dillon Mitchell back deep here to receive this kick. Let's see if the PSJA stays away from him. There's the kick, and they'll send a squib kick here to the sidelines, and that'll go out of bounds, untouched. And it'll roll out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Ball goes out of bounds.
That was a good hard kickoff right there for that onside. You just kind of hope next time maybe you can aim at somebody.
On the kicking team. 5-yard penalty.
Well, I guarantee you PSJA knows about Dillon Mitchell.
Yep.
They've been coached all week about Dillon Mitchell. Do not kick the football to Dillon Mitchell.
Whatever we can do, keep it out of the hands of number 2. And I'm sure even though that kick out of bounds is going to give the Marlins excellent field position, it's probably better field position than if you kicked it right to Mitchell. And they're actually going to accept the flag.
Yep, they're going to make him re-kick it.
I mean, that's daring you to say, nope, go after our guy.
Yep. I think at this point, I would squib kick it, but right up the middle.
Yeah, and not only that it's a common expression that you hear some kickers talk about.
Especially seeing him shy over here to the left side.
Yeah. And again, kickers will talk about when you are doing an onside kick, you quote-unquote find your mark. That means the guy you're aiming for going right after.
Well, look at the lane right there in the middle, right over the PVAMU symbol.
And not only that, Big 95, he's got a lot of ground to cover over there if he can get there.
There's Mitchell. He's got the ball and looks to get away. He'll try to reverse the field. He's going to get taken down at the 40-yard line.
And I love it. You can hear basically any tackle that's going to happen on Mitchell. I'm sure this crowd's going to erupt like that every time.
I'm telling you, if I get a chance to kick again, if I'm PSJA, and they set up the same way and leave that middle wide open like that, boom. I'm telling my kicker, if you see that again, I want you to do the same kind of kick, but right smack in between that middle. Just like bowling, right through the lane.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where you tell them, look, find a letter right there and place that ball.
Just kick it as hard as you can, right through the middle.
Exactly right, and that's going to give you a good opportunity there. And we'll see if they make any adjustments.
First down here for the Marlins. Takes the snap. Number 1, the quarterback. Takes it up the middle. He'll cross the 50 to the 49. That's going to be Jordan Smith.
I love seeing a number 0 on the Marlins roster, Jaron Lopez. You don't see a number 0 too often in football.
Not very often at all. Let me run down the names here of the players that I'm familiar with this Marlins. Jordan Smith, Dylan Mitchell, Torian Brown. Let's see. Takes the snap up the middle again on a quarterback keeper, and they don't have the first down. Jeremy Washington Jr., Princeton Scott, Patrick Smith, Jaden Harris, Ja'Cory Carrier, Kayvon Fontenot, Raul Menchaca Jr., George Perez, Kyrie Kidd.
I think he only left off like 3 names. I mean, my Lord.
This group has been playing together since flag.
And that's key because it just allows you to have trust in everybody's ability, and it helps establish everybody's role.
And let's see, is that Mitchell looking to get some yardage up the field, and he'll run out of bounds. That is Dylan Mitchell on the carry. He'll take it for a good 7 yards.
Man, his running style, he's like a bloodhound on a scent right there.
You
just that
can
head
see
down
him looking,
just snaking his way through everything. It's going to be an exciting matchup here to watch this offense work. And
I'm excited about what PSJA did to start this game.
I mean, that's the exact start that you need, unless you can get a turnover here and make it really exciting.
Wildcat formation, Dylan Mitchell. He'll dive forward to about the 31. And that'll be close to a first down. They're going to give it to him. They will.
And so far, now it's the Marlins doing that methodical offense here, eating a lot of clock and also picking up first downs. I haven't seen a pass in the air yet, but I know during pregame warm-ups, watching the Marlins, they can definitely throw the ball. That's something that might open up as the game progresses.
They can.
Speaking of.
Yep, he's going to keep it. Now he's going to stop and throw. Ooh. And just out of the reach of Dylan Mitchell.
That was one of those things. He had Mitchell wide open there, but he just couldn't decide, Jordan Smith, if he was going to run it or throw it, and then at the last minute quickly set his feet and just sailed it a bit too high there for Mitchell.
2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Marlins. Takes the snap. Wildcat, Mitchell up the middle. Fights his way forward to about the 26-27. 3rd down coming up.
Well, you know this is 4-down territory. It's just, can the Wildcats make 2 consecutive stops here? They've got them good at 3rd and 6. You just have to keep bottling up Smith and Mitchell.
Takes the snap. Look at the pass. Now he'll take it and run up the middle and takes it down just over the 20-yard line. That'll be good for another first down. Jordan Smith, the quarterback.
And that's the thing with that passing attack. You have to respect it there for the Marlins, but when you do that, Jordan Smith showing you he is a legit dual threat quarterback there, as he's got a burst of speed that is as fast as any running back.
So first down here for the Marlins. Shotgun, empty backfield. Smith, quick throw, caught. Cuts inside. And we'll get about 2, maybe 3 yards on that play.
There's my boy.
Jaron Lopez with the catch.
Always appreciate a number 0.
2nd down.
I'm partial to the 99s.
Always a soft spot for them, huh?
The big sexies.
Yeah, right? That's one of those things where the guys that rock the 99 are usually good bravado kids.
Smith up the middle. Look at this run.
Goodbye.
And up to the 5. He gets tripped up from behind. And I'll tell you what, this Wildcat team has got some speed. They've got some catch-up speed.
And that's the thing. If you're able to hang with these guys, because clearly Smith and Mitchell are just a cut above with their huge burst. But right now, you just saw them chase him down and prevented him from getting into the end zone.
1st and goal coming up from the 4. Shotgun. Student body left. He'll take it up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Just like that, Jordan Smith doing a great job being patient, following his blockers. He's able to snake his way through that hole and dive into the end zone for 6.
4-yard touchdown run for Jordan Smith. Extra point try coming up.
But even though the Marlins went down there and still kind of scored at will, the Wildcats still had a pretty positive defensive stand right there. It didn't look like they were going to be just terribly overmatched.
Now they hung in there and made them drive the football.
Absolutely. They earned that touchdown rather than it just being given.
And he will walk right in for the extra point. It's good.
He pump faked that guy out of his shoes right there. That defensive lineman jumped up high in the air to block it, but then Smith said, see you later.
So an extra point is the difference in this game right now. 7-6 Marlins with the lead. Keep it here. We'll be right back here on Typer Radio and Vipe.com.
Champion Teamwear is your leader for authentic custom youth cheer and football athletic wear. As your apparel provider, we'll work with you to create your exclusive team uniform, travel gear, tees, hoodies, and more at a price you'll love. Elevate your look with dozens of decoration processes and thousands of customizable art templates. Champion Teamwear is a proud sponsor of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association. Call 800-336-4486 or visit championteamwear.com to learn more about Champion apparel and customizations today.
Kickoff recovered at about the 45-yard line by the Wildcats. First down coming up, 7-6 is our score. As the Wildcats down by 1 after missing their extra point. Marlins successful on theirs. That's the difference in this ball game right now with 5:14 remaining here in the first quarter.
I'm interested to see what the Wildcats offense is going to look like, as we only saw one play that was taken to the house, and that was by number 23, Dre Espinoza. And it's going to be a situation here. Can they do it again?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of adjustments that the defensive coaches are doing here for the Marlins.
I think right now, the Marlins had a big wake-up call of, oh, these guys can move too. Like I think they were caught off guard by the speed.
Takes the snap, hands it off on an end around.
Get
he's
out.
got, look at this, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30,
Goodbye.
25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
I mean,
wow. And let me tell you something else they're doing that I just noticed. Both plays have gone to the opposite side of the field where Dylan Mitchell is at.
And that's an incredible situation right there. You can see that they're running it away from him. But my Lord, usually you try to have 10 plays drawn up that you want to kind of execute, but they might score a touchdown on every single one of those 10 plays the way this is going.
53-yard touchdown. I don't even see what number who got that.
That's a good question.
It was a handoff on an end around.
Oh, fumble.
Fumble on the play. They won't get the extra point again.
But just like that, that's how you answer the call and
wow,
leave a message for momentum.
This is shocking development.
I mean, this is the situation. You've got a real problem on your hands if you're the Marlins defense, because you've been out there for 2 plays and both plays have gone to the house. And this is going to be a very interesting situation. How do they adjust, and what do they adjust to? Because right now, you can see the focus, like you mentioned earlier. They're running the ball away from Billy Mitchell. That would be more incredible. From Dylan Mitchell, and they're keeping them honest. And 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. You can't do much better than that.
Number 20 on that score for the Wildcats. That's going to be Frankie Salinas.
Big old Frankie reaching 6.
2 offensive plays, 2 touchdowns.
I mean, my Lord, can't draw it up any better.
Onside kick recovered right at the 50, 92 on the recovery there for the Marlins. That's Kayvon Fontenot.
And that time they try to kind of single a guy out and go right after him, but nice job by Fontenot picking that one up there on a tough hop.
Unbelievable. I'm just shocked.
It's an impressive feat right now from this offense. They've made the Marlins look silly on defense.
I'm actually texting
Is that the shocking part?
The chapter director for the RGV. I just said holy blank.
Shock.
I know what he's going to say. I told you.
Exactly.
I told you.
I knew it was coming, man. I tried to tell you.
First down for the Marlins. Takes the snap, direct snap. Wildcat to Dylan Mitchell, and he's going to get taken down in the backfield. Penalty flag comes in. What are they going to call here?
Yeah. Face mask?
Foul. Face mask.
I did not see that face mask.
15-yard penalty.
I saw a whole hand of Jersey shoulder.
Yeah, same.
But I did not see no face mask.
That would have been a really high, it just didn't look like he reached high enough to get to the face mask. And you can see the coaches on the sideline here for the Wildcats very visibly upset, and understandably so. You took Mitchell and you wrapped him up in the backfield, and now because of that, it's going to be a 15-yard flag due to a face mask. Tough pill to swallow there.
Takes the snap. Comes here to the near side this time. And another flag comes out. We'll see if this is going to be a holding call or a block in the back.
And oh no, is that Mitchell on the ground?
No, that's your boy Jared Lopez from 0.
No, can't have 0 go down. Looks like it's going to kind of the high ankle area, judging by where he's grabbing. Yeah, there you go. He's up. Nothing worse than rolling over on that ankle. That will cripple any man.
One time for Jared Lopez.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Somebody said something he didn't like.
It was one of those. He quickly whips his head around. Huh?
So the penalty called against the Marlins for the block in the back. Second down and long. They got to get to the 25 for a first down. Ball spotted at the 46. Takes a snap. And Dylan Mitchell gets taken down at the 45.
You can definitely tell the emphasis on defense was whenever 2 has the ball, we need multiple guys there.
Yeah, everybody fly to the ball.
And they've done a phenomenal job just not letting him break out. It's really been Jordan Smith, the one that's doing the quarterback duties, that's really been hurting this defense. But again, I think that's because there's so much focus on containing Dylan Mitchell.
Third down play. Oh, no, it's second down.
And we got to stop.
Yeah, I think they need to figure this out. I thought it was third down.
It originally was.
On the illegal block in the back, I initially stated that we will be replaying second down. It should have been replaying first down. So now it's second down.
Okay. Good explanation there from the head referee.
I don't think I've ever heard a crowd be so quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet on an explanation.
Just listening.
And not yell back after the explanation.
Yeah. It was just kind of okay.
Looking to pass. Now he'll tuck it and run. Comes here to the near side, and he'll get taken down just about the 41-42.
And a good tackle, Dre Espinoza, now doing it on the defensive side. As he chased down Mitchell to make that or chase down Smith to make that tackle. That's not an easy sentiment to do.
Third down play coming up. Very impressed with PSJ Wildcats right now. Takes the snap, they give it to Mitchell. Mitchell up the middle. And he'll fight his way forward. Looking for the first down. He'll miss it by about 2 yards.
And again, you could see right there, not one guy, 2 guy, then 3, 4 coming in all to make that tackles, and that's an excellent job. That's how you contain a big player like Dylan Mitchell. It's just multiple bodies whenever he has the ball. This is a big fourth down stand.
It
right
is a
here.
big fourth down stand.
This is going to be something that if the Wildcats can get the ball and they can punch it into the end zone,
I mean,
Nelly.
They've had 2 offensive possessions. They've had 2 touchdowns in 2 plays.
I mean, this is a situation, if they can get this ball back, that's as good as a turnover.
Takes the snap. They'll pitch it to Mitchell. He'll come here to the near side, looking for space. Not going to find a whole lot, but I think he'll get the first down. No, he won't.
Nope,
I'm sorry.
they're way short.
I just noticed they weren't even inside the sticks. So a turnover on downs, first down.
Yeah, that block in the back penalty is what sent them back a further 10 yards, and the Wildcats stepping up. And you can hear when they say Wildcat ball, the fans coming alive. I'm not sure of the conversation. Oh, they're waiting on a football. And they're throwing that all over the field except for to the referee.
Yeah, hopefully that's not the quarterback's coach.
Yeah, right. Because now we know why Espinosa's running it every
You
time.
can throw it a mile, but you can't pitch it 5 yards.
I mean, that was literally everywhere but to the guy calling for the ball.
First down, PSJA. Wildcats. Takes the snap. Heads over to the far side, and this time, finally, a play they get stopped.
I mean, right there, that's a victory for the Marlins, just knowing that the handoff didn't go to the house, as it's finally not going to be 3 plays, 3 touchdowns. The clock running now as we're at 1:05 and counting.
Sorry, I forgot to share the broadcast here real quick, so I'm trying to get that taken care of.
No worries.
Second down and 10 coming up here for the Wildcats.
Espinosa setting up in the shotgun here.
Empty backfield, 2 wideouts on each side, takes a snap, rolls out, quarterback keeper. He'll try to get the edge and gets past and runs out of bounds.
Don't sleep on Dre Espinosa. That kid can scoot as well. He's just as fast as Smith and Mitchell.
Again, the thing that I'm noticing about their plays, it is wherever Dylan Mitchell, whichever side of the field he's on, they go to the opposite side.
Which is a
great game plan. I mean, he is one of the fastest kids in Taifa. You know, you want to make sure you don't run his side.
Yeah, always take out the X factor, which is Mitchell.
They're going to let this run down. It's the end of the first quarter. Our score, 12-7, as the PSJA Wildcats leading the Southwest Houston Junior Marlins. Keep it here. We'll be back here on Taifa Radio and Vipe.com. Game Day Films is a one-stop photography and filming shop for coaches, athletes, and families. From technology coaches need to teach their young athletes to the video parents will love to share. Game Day Films take care of it all. They love what they do and do what they love, capturing all those little moments that change an athlete's life. Game Day Films provides coaches with quality game film with less headaches. You coach and they take care of the rest. They also provide athletes and families with full game coverage, highlights, and memories, giving them all the bragging rights. Game Day Film is a proud partner of the Texas Youth Football and Cheer Association. Contact Game Day Films for booking and information at 713-430-6636 or by email at info@gamedayfilms.com. Play run by PSJ goes nowhere. Fourth down coming up. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line, just over the 35. As this is the first offensive possession, they've actually struggled to move the football.
I mean, it's finally being stifled as they're not able just to break off huge runs, and you can see the adjustment being made. I'm sure that they've probably picked up what you noticed, that they're running away from Mitchell. And so now they're probably going to start cheating more guys over on the one side.
Shotgun, empty backfield.
That's an illegal formation.
And timeout called by PSJ because they recognized it as well, trying to beat the flag.
Timeout. Wildcats.
was an interesting man to send in motion right there. But good idea to call a timeout right now. With it being 4th and 7, talk it over here, try to draw up something that's at least going to either pick up the first down or at least push it further out of your territory.
Brandon MacArthur with Vipe.com. Tell everybody about Vipe.
Well, Vipe's also a great network to reach out for, especially high school sports. They cover all high school sports, basketball, football, baseball, the works, volleyball. But not only that, they also produce an excellent magazine as well that really highlights and features top players around the state. It's a network that you can catch on that's web-based, so all the games will be there online. They're archived on the website so players can go back, rewatch their games, kind of study tape of how they played. And then again, see yourself in the magazine, circulate your name out there, get some more recruiting people to come out there and view you.
4th down play, takes the snap, quarterback keeper. He's trying to find some room, and he's not going to do it. He gets taken down right about their own 30-yard line. That's a turnover on down, so a huge opportunity here for the Marlins.
Yeah, that might have been a situation where you probably should have thought about punting a little bit. The last thing you want to do is just give the Marlins an opportunity and better field position to now, with a touchdown, they can take the lead.
So the Marlins will take over at the 31-yard line of the Wildcats. They're down 12-7.
And what can the Marlins do to get Dylan Mitchell going? That's going to be the big question. Right now, Jordan Smith doing a good job carrying the load, but eventually they're going to need somebody else.
There's a pass play, and look at that. And that's the Dylan Mitchell speed I was talking about.
Right on cue. What are they going to do? Oh, send him on a fly route and hit him easily.
31-yard touchdown reception.
And just like that, the quick strike ability here from the Marlins nods us up at 13 with the ability, it gives them the lead now 13-12 with the extra point still to come.
Now, I don't know if you noticed it or not, once he caught the ball, you see the speed just kick in.
It was one of those things, once he was neck and neck with the defender, then you started to see him just trail off.
Extra point try. Takes the snap, looking for the 2-point conversion. Makes the throw, and over the head, he was intended for Jaron Lopez.
And you can see Lopez, he's a little bit frustrated there because he had him wide open. He just sailed it high. If he hits him in the chest, that's an easy 2-point conversion. But nonetheless, good offensive play there for the Marlins as now they take the lead. And they're getting their big man Mitchell going now.
13-12 is our score. 8:53 remaining here in the first half. And we'll wait here for them to set up for the kickoff. Coming up after this game, it is the El Paso Broncos taking on the Cibolo Spartans in Division II Juniors. And then we end our night with the nightcap game, which is probably going to truly be a nightcap game.
Yes, it will.
As this game was supposed to start right at 5 p.m. The next game is supposed to start at 7 at 6:16, and we got 8:53 left in the second.
Yeah, you never know what might happen.
It was scheduled for a 9 p.m., probably be more like a 9:30, 10 o'clock kickoff. It's the Southside Ducks and the Colinco Chiefs in the Division I Juniors matchup.
And that should bring a lot of fun, too.
And onside kick, and that's a loose ball. Now, if this had been high school, that would have been a scrum.
Yeah. That would have been an absolute mad dog
At this
fight.
age group, they just kind of jump on, but they don't really do anything.
Yep. But that's when you get the clawing underneath, the dirty play that can't be seen.
Ball changes hands about 5 times before somebody finally secures it.
And that's whenever you hear somebody say, like, well, how did that guy end up with it? He was the last one in. Well, it's because he was able to be either the most dirty and get under there or be the smartest to stay away from it and then just make his move.
Well, number one, he's a human inchworm, and number two, he's got probably the strongest claws.
Yeah, he doesn't trim his nails.
Takes the snap, hands it off, comes here inside off tackle, and nowhere to go on that one. It seems like maybe there's been some adjustment on the defense of the Marlins.
Yeah, I think now they're starting to figure out that what the Wildcats are doing is either going one way or the other, but really primarily focused. Where's Mitchell? How do we go away from him? And you can see the Marlins making adjustments to that as they've been flying to the ball. I think the biggest thing for the Marlins was just kind of respecting the speed of Espinoza and the rest of the team. I don't think they thought the Wildcats would be that fast. And I think that once they now have caught up to the speed of their play, they're starting to really take over.
Yeah. Second down play here to the near side, and he'll step out of bounds. Number 23 on the carry for the Wildcats. That's going to be Dre Espinoza.
Yeah, he is definitely their do-it-all player right now. But for the Wildcats to have success, it can't just be Dre Espinoza running around there. Somebody else needs to make a play.
Third down and 11 coming up.
Third and 11.
Now, they did have Frankie Salinas, who was able to scamper in for the second touchdown. Can they get him going again?
Let's find out here on this play. Third down and 11. Shotgun, split back set, split wide.
You got to pick up at least 5 or 6 yards here to make it just manageable for fourth down.
Takes a snap, quick flat pass. It's caught here on the near side, and he's going to get taken down immediately as Jaron Lopez on the stop for the Marlins.
And good job by Lopez getting in there and making a great open field tackle for probably pushing him back for another yard loss.
Fourth down.
And this is the thing. I know you're trailing by 1 with 6:50 and counting before halftime, but I think in this situation, I'm punting this ball. As much as I want to go for it, just you cannot keep giving this Marlins offense deep position.
No, you can't.
And the only way you're going to survive is making them drive the length of the field.
Takes the shot, and whistles blow. We're going to have a false start.
And now especially, I think there's no question that you just do a punt.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, fourth down.
But does Espinoza have the arm to put off a good punt here, or is it just going to be equivalent to like going for it?
So fourth down after the penalty. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line, their own 37-yard line for the Wildcats. Clock running, 6:15 remaining here in the half. Empty backfield. Wideouts on each side.
Taking a long time to get this play
Very
off
long
here.
time.
I don't know if they're trying to bleed more clock before halftime and just try to give the Marlins as little as time as possible, but this is taking a
Takes
moment.
the snap, fakes it, throws it. It's got
Got
a man
him.
wide open, and it's intercepted. And that's a hit out of bounds. That should be a penalty, and there it is. Well, we got 2 penalty flags here.
There's a chance this could be offsetting.
Let's see what the call's going to be here. Well, what an interception. The man got behind him, but it was underthrown, and he was able to reach back and grab it.
Locked in the back on a return team, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So they're only going to call the block in the back penalty?
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought
I got to tell you, that's the second time on this sideline that we've seen that late hit out of bounds.
There's been a couple throughout the day that have just gone uncalled, and it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, that's fine if you let maybe 1 or 2 go, but that one was a little bit more blatant where it was way out of bounds.
Shotgun takes a snap.
There goes Mitchell.
And he's got the ball, looking for his room. He turns on the Jets. Still on his feet. Dragging, he finally gets dragged down, but a penalty flag is down. I bet you it's going to come back for holding.
It should. Yeah, and judging by the reaction.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Right now, the Wildcats getting bailed out by these flags against the Marlins. Otherwise, Dylan Mitchell right there, he had some open space.
Billy Mitchell out there coaching on the sidelines right now. Quite animated with one of his players.
Yeah, I'm sure he is not pleased with a holding call that brings it back 10 yards when you had a gain of 30.
Takes the snap out of the shotgun. Mitchell again. Look at this hole.
Goodbye.
And there he goes. He's gone.
Reservation for 6. Mitchell, touchdown.
59-yard touchdown run for Dylan Mitchell.
I mean, there is just no doubt about that kid when he sees an opening. It is see you later. And it's going to be fun to watch him grow up and just not only get bigger and faster and stronger, but you can see that speed isn't going to go anywhere quick.
No, it is there to stay, if not improve.
Yeah. And I'm sure dear old dad is going to give him some tips on just how to be faster.
Extra point try coming up.
It's taking a long time to get this one set.
Sound like the wind is picked up out there.
Yeah, and judging by people's attires, it doesn't look like it's bothering them too much.
Takes the snap, looking for the 2-point, throws it, intercepted. He's going to try to find room to return this.
Oh, baby. He's going to make it interesting. He's going to make it.
And he stepped out of bounds. So the extra point is no good. 19 for the Marlins, 12 for the Wildcats.
As we're starting to see that the Wildcats need to start making adjustments themselves, especially on the offensive play calling.
Well, it's clear defensively that the Marlins have made some sort of adjustments there.
Yeah, they've done a good job at just isolating Mitchell so that way he can get some big plays off. And that's big up to Jordan Smith. He's the one that started to create these holes for Mitchell because now a lot of focus had to be shifted to him. And now Mitchell absolutely capitalizing on it. And we'll see what's going to happen here for the Wildcats. 5:03 before halftime. They're trailing by 7, so they need a score and get the extra point to be successful for them to nod this bad boy up. But first, got to recover the onside. A good hop there. Still on his feet.
Nice little run there, return in a lot of traffic.
That's big number 30 right there. That's Aaron Cruz, who was able to take that on a really wicked hop. Fielded it nicely, and then just a couple of defenders hanging on him, still pushing that pile forward. And they'll start at the
49-yard line of the Marlins.
So now what's the game plan here? Espinoza seems to be kind of a little bit that they figured it out that he's their primarily ball handler. We haven't seen a pass attempt yet. We've seen him drop back. Or I think we might have seen one pass attempt. Yeah, it was an interception.
Yeah, there was an interception.
That was exactly what it was. And so, yeah, I was like, I felt like there was one. And so, unfortunately, you're going to have to start getting a little bit creative. It can't just be Espinoza making everything happen for you.
First down, empty backfield, takes the snap, and once again, here on the near side, and he's going to get tripped up, taken down, gain of about a yard.
At this point, if you're the Marlins, you're probably picking up that, okay, Espinoza, he's the heartbeat. At this point, you should at least always have a spy on him, and just wherever he goes, you go.
Second and 9.
You know, I don't know if it's the wind or if it's the referee with his microphone on.
I can tell you in a minute. It's the
wind. We're shocked by that, okay?
It's the wind. Well, we haven't had a heavy wind.
No.
I don't see any flagpoles that I can see that don't have flag. Well, the flags on the goalpost aren't moving very much.
I guess it's just the higher up we go. We have a Marlin player slow to get up, but there he is.
Timeout.
Right on his feet.
Wildcats, their second choice, timeout of the half.
So another timeout by the Wildcats. You get the feeling the Wildcats are starting to say, uh-oh.
Yep. that we had two lucky plays.
We can't move the ball now.
And that's the thing. It's what do we start to do to get creative? Because if we don't have the run game working, they've kind of started to figure out it's Espinoza. And I keep saying it, who's going to be that guy that steps up? It was Frankie Salinas earlier, but I haven't seen them go back to him yet ever since he scored that touchdown.
No, they haven't.
And which is interesting. I mean, why take the ball out of his hands when he showed good speed himself? It's one of those situations, if you're going to be a running team, that's absolutely fine, but you have to mix up the looks, whether it's going to send some guys into motion, run it left, right, up the middle, but hit them with different bodies, different formations, and that's where they've been a little bit stagnant.
Man in motion, takes a snap, whistles blow, flags fly, false start.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
Right on cue.
I mean, and bag it on up. That's the worst thing that can happen to you right now is it's now 3rd and 14.
Wow. A totally different contrast from the first two possessions.
Absolutely. And not only that, just the start of this possession, they were on the Marlins 49 to start. And now here they are back in their territory.
Back on their own 47, 3rd down.
And we'll have another stoppage in time?
Not sure what's going on here.
I don't either.
3:55 remaining here in the half.
And for some reason we are stopped, but it looks like whatever it was figured out.
Takes the snap again. Look at the pass. He'll send it up here on the near side. That's intercepted. And he's got a lot of real estate in front of him. To the 50, 45, 40, 35. Cuts inside to the 30. Back outside to the 20, 15. Spins out of a tackle and gets all the way down to the 9-yard line.
There's a flag on the 33-yard line here close to the sideline of the Wildcats. So not 100% sure if this is going to be coming back.
That's going to be a sideline infraction.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Long time to make this call.
Yeah.
During the return, we had 2 infractions.
Ooh.
We had a block in the back on the return team.
Oh.
Sideline infraction on the Wildcats. First down.
Sent the chain gain all the way back, now to send them all the way forward again.
So I guess they marked both penalties off.
Yep. And they'll just continue on.
So first down for the Marlins from the 28-yard line.
And that sideline warning just absolutely deflates the Wildcats there, because if you could back them up another 10 yards, at least that pushes it to it's 3:34 left in the half. Pushes them 10 yards further behind, just keeps that opportunity to make this a 7-point ball game heading into halftime.
Here comes a Wildcat. Dylan Mitchell looking to pass.
Picked.
And that's intercepted. As he was hit as he threw the ball.
Yeah, that's one of those situations. He probably should have just taken the sack and lived to see another day. Because the last thing you want to do is give that Wildcat team momentum and any sign of life. I'm not sure who the interception was by. I think it was number 30, Aaron Cruz. I saw a 3 in there. I don't know if it was Cruz or Garcia.
Nonetheless, intercepted by the Wildcats, so a couple of turnovers here. Let's see if this sparks something from the Wildcats. And gets past one tackler. Reverses the side.
Oh,
and a big hit. And there go the flags.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'll bring it all the way back. But Espinoza, he's not going to stop. And another flag.
That's going to be on the sideline here. That's going to be on the sideline here.
That's the second one consecutively. Everybody's just now frozen. As coaches are frustrated because they keep getting sideline warnings, players are getting frustrated.
Well, it's very easy. Stay off the white.
Exactly. You see that big purple area? That's you.
I mean, it's not a hard concept.
Especially after you just got flagged for it.
All right, so let's see if we can sort this all out because we got laundry all over the place.
We might have 3 different infractions here.
We have 2 infractions on the Wildcat.
And we will still wait for that announcement.
So what else is going on here?
I mean, it should be a sideline warning and then probably an illegal block. But they are having a lengthy conversation about this one.
All right, now let's see if we get some explanations here.
We have a personal foul, blindside block on the Wildcats. We have our second sideline infraction on the Wildcats. Half the distance, first down.
Now, is there a set rule on how many infractions you get for a sideline warning before the penalty is increased?
That's a good question. I'm thinking a third sideline infraction. I think they start targeting the actual coaches that are violating
and eject them.
And eject them.
I figured that's probably what's about to start happening here.
Takes the snap, pitches it, comes here to the near side, looking for space. He's not going to find it. He'll get a few of those yards back, but not much. Brings it out to about the the 17-yard line, second down.
Yeah, second and about 2 miles to the first down marker after all the penalties, which is such a shame because these players are playing hard right now, but it's the coaches on the sideline that are really starting to just create a stale offense for them.
Frankie Salinas was on that carry.
There we go. Get him back and going. As we now have some strangers in the end zone.
Those strangers would be the Taifa officials.
I was going to say, man, that is a serious sideline infraction if that's the case.
And they'll take this down to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
And that would be why they're walking over here. Because we've had 2 sideline infractions.
And they're going to make sure.
So now they're going to come on over here and have a little chat.
Yeah.
And ensure that they don't do that anymore.
Good tackle there. That was an immediate pitch.
They pitched the ball, and he had problems holding on to it. He was able to scoop it up. And then a timeout call by the Marlins trying to preserve some time, 1:51. What did I tell you about the JYSF Venom game?
Marlins.
Yeah. What did I tell you? Look over your shoulder right now.
And he is here ready to rub it in your face.
Give him the headset. Give him the headset. Come on in here, Chris Davis. I knew it was going to happen. Congratulations. What a fantastic football game that was.
It was a great game. It was a hard-fought, smash-mouth football game, old-style football, just like it's meant to be.
So you've come up here to the booth, not so I can interview as a winning organizational leader, but you've come up here because I picked the JYSFM to lose this game.
Yes, sir, you did.
But you told me this morning, it's all good. I get it, blah, blah, blah. But you come up here, go face on me right here live. And as a matter of fact, come on over here. Look right there. We have a camera right there as we're live. We're live right now on Vipe.com. So, congratulations. I mentioned it when the game won. I said I knew you were going to say something to me, but wow. What a football game and what a huge win for the Venom.
Great kids, great staff. It was a fantastic ball game.
I mean, what else can you say about what you guys did there as the Wildcats still trying to fight forward on third down? Gets a nice big run here to the 15, and he'll get wrapped up, taken down, and pushed out of bounds. When I look at that score that you guys had, that game was one of the most exciting games we called so far today. It's just mind-boggling what you guys did in that game. I mean,
Marlins,
19 to 13, the Giants driving down with the possibility of possibly taking the lead and winning that game. What was your thoughts when you're watching them drive that football?
You know, this game reminded me, it was so similar to the regular season game in which we played, which is exactly the same differential, a 6-point game. It really, truly, it was an upfront battle. They had dominance on us, and we capitalized on a couple mistakes, and that's what won the game for these guys.
I told the Vibe crew here, and I talked to my partner here, Brandon, right at the beginning of the game. I said, these are two San Antonio teams that know each other very well, and this was going to be a battle before this game even started, and it was exactly what I predicted on that.
We have a lot of history, the two of us. Big shout out to Chris Acato, the Texas Giants, man. What a fantastic organization. Great kids, well-coached team. It was a fantastic football game.
Well, let me tell right now, live on Typha Radio, live on Vibe.com. Congratulations. I was wrong. The JYSF Venom champions in Typha for Division I tights.
Man, fantastic. Thank you, Kenny.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Did you cry?
Of course I cried. Of course I did. Just like number one.
All right. I told him that you probably cried. I told him you did.
Deep in Wildcat territory.
And now I'll see pictures on social media of him holding the championship trophy, loving it like it's his new girlfriend.
Absolutely, as you should.
He's gonna put both of them. He's gonna have both of them on each side. I expect a framed picture of that. Yes. JYSF Venom with a fantastic win today. I told you he was going to show up.
You know, it was a matter of time until he made his way up here just to let you know, hey, thank you for that doubt.
Turnover on downs, and Marlins with the ball, first down at the 15-yard line, and just like that, touchdown. 15-yard run for Jordan Smith.
Man, what a tale of two stories here in this ball game. As to start off, it was an absolute shocker as the Wildcats just seemed to be running all over this Marlins team. And then in just of a blink of an eye, the Marlins are now just whooshing past the Wildcats.
So now 25-12 is our score with 1:22 remaining here in the first half.
This is going to be a situation if the Wildcats can't make some quick adjustments in the second half, we might be reaching the mercy rule here pretty quickly.
We are heading that way, but it has to be a 30-point deficit.
Yeah, granted, they are only up 13 right now with the extra point still to come, but the way that they're just rolling on offense and defense, they're getting the ball back pretty quickly and putting it in the end zone even faster.
Takes the snap, hands it off for the 1-point conversion, gets in, touched in the end zone for the extra point.
I mean, it's two different teams right now on this field, how we started the game. At first, I was like, all right, now we got a ball game. But here the Marlins, they took a couple on the chin and then just made some adjustments. And now it's just been the Jordan Smith and Dylan Mitchell show as they have been just reaching that end zone left and right.
So 26-12 with 1:22 remaining. And it happened sooner than I thought, but Chris Davis up here to rub it in my face because I predicted the Venom to lose that game.
And you know he was to only come up here to just let you know because he was in and out.
just that's all his purpose was of coming up here.
Didn't want to hang around, describe any of the other games. It was just a simple, he didn't even have to say it. You just knew his presence alone was felt.
Dude, once I saw he came around, you didn't see him, he came around the corner. He's like this.
I mean, he was ready. I bet he didn't even take the elevator. I'm sure he probably took the stairs running up here.
No, he smokes too much.
Even more reason to take the stairs. Yeah. Stop for a heater halfway up.
Chris Davis will be sucking wind.
On the kicking team, 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
So a penalty against the Marlins on before we get the kickoff.
Back it up another 5 yards with 1:22 before we reach halftime, and it's been the Marlins show here quickly in this second quarter.
Well, I think the biggest way to explain this is the Marlins did something that we've seen some teams not do this weekend, and that is make in-game adjustments. Yep. They got burned twice, and they did not kick it 10 yards, so it'll be a penalty on that as well. It'll be down right there for the Wildcats. But they made in-game adjustments after getting burned twice by the Wildcats. Ever since those adjustments, and you saw it, I mean, it was too obvious.
Absolutely.
Wildcats have not been able to move the ball on offense.
And it wasn't just the offensive side that they made adjustments, the defensive side as well. As they keyed in on Espinoza, they shut him down. And then what I liked was they didn't try to get Mitchell overly started. Instead, they were like, okay, let's bleed in Jordan Smith. Let's let him make some big plays. Now we'll hit you over the top with Dylan Mitchell. And that's just opening up the ball game there for him, because now you got a two-headed monster that you need to stop.
Well, and it is what it is. I love that phrase. It is what it is. You've got Dylan Mitchell. He's one of the top players in the league. He's definitely one of the top players in Houston, and it's a weapon that you have.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't realize that the Marlins do have other weapons that they can go to.
And just wait till they start to get those guys out here in the second half. What a tackle in the backfield. That's number 9. Brian Gaddy, who's just sat Espinoza down quickly.
And he is getting very frustrated. You could see it by his body motion.
Yep. It's one of those things where he is just not enjoying how it's not one play touchdown anymore. But you're right. That's a testament to the coaching staff making those in-game adjustments and quickly, because they were getting hit big and quickly by these huge runs down the sideline. I mean, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. That's not so easy to overcome, especially at this age. And they've made the adjustments, and now they're starting to put on a good route.
Single back set here for Espinoza. Takes the snap. He'll keep it. And look at that. Wow.
That's a big man with closing speed right there.
That right there is what you want from a defensive end.
I believe that's number, I think that was, 99? That's Kidd? Or was that 98?
It was 94, Raul Menchaca Jr.
He's one of those 90s.
Their last and final timeout.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was 98.
And they're going to burn a timeout right there.
Here. Yeah, it was 98. My correction.
Good.
George Perez.
I knew it was one of those 90 guys, and man, George Perez showing that maybe he should get a carry or 2 in the backfield.
Yeah.
I mean, that was some incredible closing speed. I mean, as Espinoza, that kid could scoot, and Perez, he just exploded that play in the backfield.
So, like I said, it's clear that the Marlins have made some serious adjustments on defense.
Yeah.
And on offense, they've stopped trying to make it all about Mitchell.
Yep.
And they're letting other players get involved, and that's scrambling the defense of the Wildcats. And so when they do give it to Mitchell, now they're out of their game plan and he's gone.
Exactly, because now you can't have that spy that's just on Jordan Smith. There's just so many guys that are coming at you, and now it's just they're speeding them out of this building right now.
You know, and that change in offense for the Marlins all started with the 31-yard reception by Dylan Mitchell.
Yeah.
It was a different look. He was outside.
And right there, Jordan Smith now making a tackle in the backfield, just showing I can do it all.
And now another timeout called here by the Wildcats with 6 seconds. Well, the clock hasn't stopped. Clock still hasn't stopped.
I think we're going to see the announcement here for that.
7 seconds on the scoreboard.
There they go. Put 7 seconds on the clock.
As it now makes it 4th and a mile. This is something where you either do one of those plays where you just kind of run around in the backfield and kill as much time, but I think what I would do here is just punt it and just live to reach halftime.
Well, at this point, yeah, I mean, that's what you've got to do. I mean, it's time to go in the locker room and let's rethink what we need to do. Make those adjustments.
Yep.
Come out and effect those adjustments.
Because right now what you need to do is start designing who's another guy on our offense besides Espinoza that can make us a play. And let's start to do exactly what we saw from the Marlins. All right, open them up, and then it's going to allow Espinosa to come back.
And that throw is going to fall incomplete with 3 seconds remaining. On 4th down, they're going to turn it over on downs to the Marlins with 3 seconds. That might not have been such a good idea.
No, that's a really dangerous situation here because we've seen that they can do a one quick strike here. I wouldn't be surprised if we watch Smith just drop back and then just chuck one deep to Mitchell and let him run underneath it.
Well, that might be what happens
I was
here.
going to say, at least that's exactly what I would be drawing up if I was wearing the headset down there. And right there, we could see Smith. He was whispering into the ear of Mitchell, and I'm sure he's probably saying something very similar. Look, dude, if you can get by this defender and I'll throw it to you, we might be able to put up another quick strike before half.
26-12, 3 seconds remaining till halftime. Shotgun, takes the snap, and they're just going to take a knee.
Probably the smart play out of that, but I think the way my offense was rolling, I would have maybe rolled the dice and seen what would have happened. But nonetheless, they're going to take their just giant momentum here to halftime as they are rolling right now.
26-12, halftime in this Division I rookies matchup. The junior squads, as you can see the size on them coming off of warm-ups right now. That's a much bigger group that we're going to be dealing with here. Keep it here. We'll be back here on Typha Radio as well as Vite.com. Typha State Championship games.
Let's hear it for your PSJA Wildcats. Make some noise for your Southwest Junior Marlin. As we begin the third quarter. Junior Marlins 26, Wildcats 12. Wildcats set to kick off. Junior Marlins ready to receive. Here we go.
Welcome back to Prairie View A&M here at Blackshear Field at Panther Stadium as it's 26-12. And right now the Marlins are leading the Wildcats and absolutely taking over as they're going to field the hop right there, right about at the 49-yard line. And they will take over possession as this high-powered offense will take the field here in the second half.
High-powered offense is right. It's been, like we talked about, the first quarter was just amazing for the PSJ Wildcats. They came out and they just shocked the world with 2 quick touchdowns on 2 possessions, 2 plays. Ever since then, it's just been an absolute struggle to even move the football.
And you are exactly right about that. Not only is it a struggle to move the football, but it's also been a struggle for the defense to stop the football here, as it has been the Jordan Smith and Dylan Mitchell show. And they have been putting on an exhibition here, just either in the air, on the ground, it doesn't matter. And they're looking to continue the success here in the second half to see if they can just put a round on.
At the 50-yard line, looking to pass, and he'll send it up the field, and that's going to be intercepted. And that's not what you want to give PSJA.
No, but if you're the Wildcats, that's the exact kind of start you need there. What a play by Espinoza, going up, cutting off his defender, or the guy he was guarding right there, jumps up, intercepts Smith, and now here they go. They take over possession. Can they now punch it in the end zone and get something going? He looks a little bit slow moving back to the sideline there, but I'm sure he's going to tough it out.
Well, now is the time to see what kind of adjustments that PSJA has done offensively.
Absolutely.
To get things going. If they end up doing a 4 and out here and unable to move the football,
yep,
this is all for naught. Yeah, you got a great defensive stop, but you didn't do anything with it.
Exactly. Then the writing is kind of on the wall a little bit more, so to speak, and it's a situation right now. You got to get somebody else going for you. What's going to happen here? And that's going to be Salinas.
And that's a nice run by Salinas. He'll get the first down as he crosses the 45 to the 47-yard line.
And I'm glad to see them going back to Frankie Salinas, as he had a huge touchdown run in the first quarter, and then it just seemed like they stopped going to him for some reason. And he's somebody that you got to get going.
Yeah, he had a 53-yarder that really got this crowd excited on that second consecutive offensive play for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that was a crazy start. I mean, that's something that was purely shocking, and now they've come back to earth. But after the turnover, you had a nice little first down scamper there. Can you keep the good times rolling?
Takes the snap, hands it off, and this time he'll go off tackle here to the right side here on the near side as they go left to right. And he'll get a couple of yards on the play. That's about it. That'll bring up second down for the Wildcats.
14, Noah in Rostro.
And now they're kind of slowing it down here, just taking in the play call as Espinoza finally receives it from the coach and runs on over into the huddle.
Brings up second and 8 for the Wildcats.
I guess we're not using the play clock again because it's stuck at 40.
That's suggestive at this point.
Takes the snap, hands it off, and he breaks one tackle, gets across the 50 to about the 48, 47. And they'll spot him, looks like, well, they can't decide. I'm guessing the 47. If you look at the far line, Judge, he's like straddling. He's like, do I want to give it to him? Maybe I need to go over here. Maybe I'll stay over here.
He's like, you make the decision, man. Which leg you want to go to? That was a good carry there by number 36, Wyatt Garcia, as he's now starting to get into the mix. We're seeing a little bit of different formations here from the Wildcats coming out, and that's exactly what you need to do. You need to start mixing it up.
Takes the snap, hands it off, and once again they go to Frankie, and he'll push it for another couple of yards short of a first down. It'll bring up 4th down and 1.
Yeah, big Frankie Salinas now. It seems like every time he's touched the ball, he's gaining at least 7-8 yards, and it's one of those things. Why'd you stop feeding that horse? Well, this will be a big 4th and 1. Like you said, can you make something from the turnover? Otherwise, all you've done right now is just waste some time.
Taking their time, coming to the line.
They'll have nobody in the backfield here on this play.
Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself, and look at that.
I think that was a very obvious play call. The minute you sent Frankie Salinas out to the wide receiver position, I think everybody in the building knew that Espinoza was going to keep it. And that just became a very obvious play call right there. I would have liked to see them feed Salinas one more time and let him use his speed and body to pick up that 1 yard.
Jaden Jackson on that stop on the sack.
You know, and as much as Jordan Smith and Dylan Mitchell are doing on the offense, Jaden Jackson, have yourself a ball game on that defensive side, son.
First down here for the Marlins. They're in tight. I don't see a pass play coming from this. Dylan Mitchell right up the middle. Look at this. Hey, goodbye. He's gone.
Yep, everybody just stopping.
47-yard touchdown run straight up the middle. Dylan Mitchell with the touchdown.
Yeah, that was almost too easy right there. Just made one simple cut, and I don't think anybody laid a finger on him. And goodbye. Another touchdown there for Mitchell.
How do you like that burst of speed there?
I mean, my favorite was the safety. The minute he saw him get past him, he took a big step and then just kind of threw his hands like, forget about it. I mean, you could be inside of a car and you're still not chasing him down.
32-12 is our score.
And right now the Marlins are just good adjustment there after throwing that interception, going back to the bread and butter, giving it into Mitchell's hands, and he's showing you what he can do.
Extra point try. Mitchell in motion. Fakes the pitch. And will make the throw for the 2-point conversion. And what an executed play right there.
That is a next level play call right there. To send the man in motion, fake it that way, roll out, and then just hit your receiver wide open in the end zone on the run on top of that too. Jordan Smith, he's one of those rare quarterbacks that is still accurate throwing off balance. And that's really hard to do. And especially at this age. And just like that, boom, 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 thank you, touchdown.
34 for the Marlins, 12 for the Wildcats. The Wildcats able to move the ball a little bit better, but still not a 4 now. They did get a first down, but after that they were out of the play.
Yep.
They give it to the Marlins, and the Marlins just cash in.
You just can't give them that good field position either. Otherwise, they just show you what happens. It doesn't take them long to find that end zone, and all it takes is a one handoff to Dylan Mitchell and let him do the rest.
Well, something else that's, in my opinion, is not focused enough and worked on at the youth level here, and that's punting.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you've got field position like that, you got to train somebody. You're not going to find a kid that's going to punt like an NFL punter.
Yeah, he's not going to have a 10-second hang time or anything like that. And it's just one of those situations where a team like this with the Marlins, if you put them further back, you're making them eat more clock driving it down. So that's allowing the score not to get out of hand. But on top of that, you're forcing them to make more plays. And we've seen that they have the capability of turning the ball over as they've thrown a couple of interceptions. But it's just giving your team a chance. When you keep putting really good teams in excellent field position, they take advantage of it every single time.
5-yard penalty on a false start on the kick against the Marlins. They'll squib this. That's a loose ball. That's a free ball.
He's got it.
And they keep it in bounds, and they do.
That was too easy.
And the junior Marlins recover.
But Mitchell, what a kick. I mean, what else can he not do? This is incredible.
Check.
Check.
Outside. Kicking team.
Oh.
5-yard penalty. Repeat the kick.
Oh, man, all for naught.
Wow.
Never have I ever seen 2 straight offside plays on a kickoff.
Well, the first one was a false start.
Oh, you're right, yeah, because Mitchell ran up to the ball and then put the brakes on really quickly because the football looked like it was falling off the tee.
I think he ran up to adjust it, and everybody thought, oh, he's kicking, and they took off.
I mean, he juked everybody out there, and unfortunate for him on that second attempt, that couldn't have been a better kick. I mean, he found an opening, put it where absolutely nobody was.
But see, look what the Wildcats are doing.
Yeah, bunching it up.
Now he's going to do the same thing. Put it over the head. Now it's a foot race. And he'll drop on it.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play by Salinas there. No need to try to pick it up and make a play out of that. Just go down on it, keep the possession, and see if you can score some points here.
See, now if I was the Marlins on that, looking at the way that the Wildcats were set up on that kickoff, they still left the sides open.
Exactly. Pooch it right over to the corner and let somebody on the
same
outside.
Thing. Do the same thing.
Exactly. If they're going to bunch up like that in the middle, then utilize the sides of the field. And if the ball rolls out of bounds, who cares? Let's move on. Our defense is showing up right now.
I mean, if you're going to squib kick, that's what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Where's the open space?
Yep.
Where is it going to be the most time that they're going to have to run to get to the football, and can my guys get down there first?
Absolutely. And that's a situation looking into the future that maybe they take Mitchell off those kicks and put him out on the outside with Smith and just let them use their speed to go get it.
First down for the Wildcats at their own 35. Takes a snap, comes out here on the near side, and he's going to get dragged down behind the 30-yard line. Wow.
It's just becoming too obvious. When nobody's in the backfield, you know that they're probably not going to throw it anymore, as Espinosa's had a hard time getting any true completions. So you know he's going to take off. It's just becoming very one-dimensional at this point.
So here's the thing, though, I'm noticing. The Wildcats, they keep trying to get the edge. They keep trying to spread it outside. And they're not going to do that against the Marlins, where they were successful. Even on the first 2 touchdowns they had, there was no east or west. It was straight up the field, and then they were able to navigate to the outside.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. They had the angle to reach the outside to where you could still have a full-on sprint. But you're exactly right. Now it's just trying to reach the edge, and you're not going to
There he goes
battle.
again. Straight across. And now he tries to cut in and find something, but he's not going to get much.
And you're exactly right. If at first he cut in and then cut to the outside, he probably would have been a lot more successful on that play because he had a bigger hole going up north and south. And that's the thing. So many of these kids, they're just used to being able to run around all these kids on the edge. But once you get to this championship level, they're going to have the speed to match you.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And that's the thing. Every penalty.
That's not an illegal substitution.
No, it didn't really look like anything was wrong.
No, there was. They had 12 players on the field when that play went down.
I didn't see that part of it.
That's not illegal.
Yeah, that's just too many men on the field.
Yes.
I guess the only thing illegal about that substitution was they didn't make one.
Takes a snap, hands it off on an end around. And again, look at this. Dillon Mitchell making the stop. And that's why you run away from his side.
Yep, because he just chased down Salinas like it was nothing and brought him down there again and forces it a very 3rd and long. That just makes it more difficult here for the Wildcats. And again, puts your back up against that wall to where you're going to possibly give the Marlins excellent field position once more.
I would have nightmares thinking of Dillon Mitchell was chasing me.
Yeah, it's one of those dreams where you feel like you can't run, can't move, but what's sad is it could be a reality because the kid is just so fast.
Shotgun, takes a snap again. And whistles, and we're going to have a false start, I believe.
Timeout. Wildcats.
Timeout called prior to the snap. Wildcats just don't know what to do right now. We're going to step away real quick, take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Typha Radio and Vipe.com. Shadowman Sports, their mission to create smarter sports environments through preventative design. They want players to train smarter, play longer, and perform better. Check out the Shadowman Pro, Shadowman Junior, the Shadow Block, Shadow Drive, and Shadow Arms on their website at shadowmansports.com or call them at 650-240-1217 for more information. Shadowman Sports is a proud supporter of the Typhus Safety Initiative. Shadowman Sports. Train smarter, play longer, perform better. .432 remaining in the third quarter. Somebody said they were sleepy here in the control room. I said, I'm beyond sleepy.
I shouldn't be complaining compared to your schedule.
Is there a tiredness beyond exhausted?
Yeah, dead tired.
How about just dead?
Yeah, I think it's resting in peace.
Oh, another stretch play to the left side for the Wildcats. Unsuccessful. Is going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, it's just been
it's the same old record right now for PSJA.
Yep. Just keep heading it to the edge, try to see if you can make a play. Oh, it's not there. Go down, fourth down and long. Trying to make a play.
34-12 with 4:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Marlins with the lead over the PSJA Wildcats. Kenny Long here with Typha Radio. Brandon MacArthur with Vipe.com. Live here in Prairie View, Texas, Prairie View A&M University. The Blackshear Field Panther Stadium. Yeah. It's got these stadiums have so many names now. They have the name for the field, the name for the stadium.
Yep. And basketball is just as bad. You name the court, then you name the arena, and then it's just like how many things. And then on top of that, they have a nickname, the Panther Den.
The Panther Den, yeah.
And then you get like the Rowdy Raiders section. I mean, everybody's got a name for something where it's just like, you know what? Let's go. What happened to just the one name?
Yeah. How about we just call it the place?
Exactly, right?
Takes the snap. Look in the pass. Now he'll tuck it and run. And that's about the most successful look he's had. He'll turn the corner at the 40,
at
the 50, and Dylan Mitchell. And look, he was right out of bounds.
My Lord. It's like watching a child Tyreek Hill race people down. I mean, he's just got a different speed out there than everybody else.
Nonetheless, a first down run that time.
Big time run.
As you heard, a big time run.
Yeah. That's how you know it wasn't just a first down run. It was a big time run.
It was a big time run. Dre Espinoza.
And he needed that, man.
He's trying to do anything he can for his team.
Absolutely.
But he just got lucky on that one. These stretch plays are not going to get it done.
No, and it has to get a little bit more creative. Try to run up the gut a bit more, or just get something else going for you. The passing game hasn't really been able to work for you. It's been very frustrating for them ever since the end of the first quarter.
Takes the snap, and they'll try to go off tackle, and he'll get a few yards out of the play. Brings up second down. They'll spot it at the 45-yard line of the Marlins.
Yeah, I keep waiting on to see if there's going to be a possibility for a Heisman update, because that's going on right now.
I was going to say, isn't that tonight?
Yes, it is.
I haven't gotten any notice on it yet. Who's your odds-on favorite?
It's got to be Burrow. I think there's hands down. He has been the most impressive feat of everybody else. Fields had the impressive year for Ohio State, but LSU has played top-notch talent all season long. Chase Young, I mean, even though he set the sack record for Ohio State, missing those 2 games really kind of hurt him. I think it's just Burrow hands down.
Espinoza once again tries to stretch it out to the left side. He'll get 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. It brings up third down. So do you think that would be a diss on Jalen Hurst?
Well, it's nice to see Jalen bounce back from, leaving Alabama, going to Oklahoma, and providing success for over there. I think the only problem for Jalen was that he, at the beginning of the season, man, he was really making an argument to push himself into that Heisman candidacy there. But towards the end, he just kind of went silent. And then they played a lot of teams closer than they should have. To whereas Joe Burrow, he has been the start and the go of that offense. And he's been a huge reason why LSU is having so much success this season.
Takes a snap. They'll hand it off. Looking for some space. Cuts back up the middle. And he's going to get a big crowd and gets nailed. Little change up there. Number 21 on the carry that time for the Wildcats. That's Mark Quintanilla.
And I'm glad to see some more people getting some touches out there for the Wildcats. And that's the best way to be successful there.
Did you like my
Yeah, throwing in a little flavor, huh?
A little flavor there.
A little spice.
Mark Quintanilla.
Yeah, roll instead of saying the L's, pronounce them as Y's. That's always the trick.
You know what else I can do?
Roll the R's?
Her name is Salinas.
Yeah, my students always make fun of me whenever I try to practice my Spanish with them. I'm like,
What's Spanish?
So, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's more Spanglish.
If you're interested in participating,
So, it's end of the third quarter. Wow, they did that silently. All of a sudden, they started moving the chains. I'm like, what are they doing?
And then
it's like, it's fourth down. Why are you moving the chains? And no signal, no nothing. I guess his referee mic isn't working again.
I was just waiting for him to hold up a 4 fingers and just kind of move on.
That referee mic is like a McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah. Is it open?
Is it open? And it's one of two things. It's like,
welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please? Yeah, there's not been a happy medium with that referee microphone here.
Or it's going to be the one that drive-thru I went through the other night. It's like,
yeah, where they sound a mile away.
Yeah, it's like, can you speak up, please?
Yeah, come closer to the mic.
Then you drive up to the window, and they open the window, and it's $5.95. Yeah. It's like, no wonder I couldn't hear you. Takes the snap as they're going right to left. And he's going to get slung out of bounds and caught by Dylan Mitchell. And now, you got to be kidding me.
If they call that a late tackle.
Oh, my goodness. A penalty flag comes in.
No way. Yep.
Personal foul.
Way.
Face mask.
Face mask.
On the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
He took him down by the shoulders.
I mean,
I did not see a face mask. I wish we had instant replay right now. And that's something we need to work on for next year if we do this, is having a replay person and a monitor so we can have a replay. Things like that. That would be fantastic. Because I'd love to just chew into the referees. Especially when I'm this tired, I'm starting to get a little salty right now.
Right?
I'm ready.
Well, at this point, that was kind of an insult call right there.
That
because that was a good tackle by Dylan. I was going to be shocked if they called him in a late hit. But on top of that, face mask. I mean, if anything, go with the late hit.
He grabbed him from behind. How did he get the face mask? He grabbed him and slung him down.
He's got the longest hands for a child I've ever seen.
Wow. Is that a mercy call?
I think it's one of those just lend him a helping hand. I mean, it's been a tough ball game here for the Wildcats, but they don't need any handouts.
The second down and 10, 34-12 is our score with 9:10 remaining here in the football game. As the Marlins are pretty much well on their way to a state championship here in Prairie View A&M for Division I rookies.
Yeah, at this point, they're just kind of going through the motions. And he's got a man.
Wide open, and he can't hold on to it. Oh, my goodness.
Quintanilla just couldn't grasp that one.
So he picks up the football. He slams it down, does not give it to the referee. No flag.
Yeah, that's the one where I think he's going to notice that it's just frustrations from the little guy and let him see another day. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then there's the head coach sending him out.
So what you're telling me is you're a referee lover.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm just trying to save a little kid's feelings.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?
Third down here for the Wildcats. We're getting a little loopy here.
Yeah, this last game is going to get really weird.
Takes the snap. Again, look at the pass. They'll throw it up, and that's going to fall short as it was intended for number 20, Frankie Salinas. Just not getting it there.
Incomplete. Pass intended for number 20, Frankie Salinas.
Yes, now that makes it 4th down.
It's 4th down and 10.
4th down.
Clock running at 8 minutes. And it's almost like you can sense the frustration from the whole team as they keep having to bring the whole team now over to talk to them every play.
Yeah, before it was just bring over the quarterback, and then now it's let me talk to each and every one of you.
Well, I think it's more of that case of what do we do? We can't do anything. Nothing works.
Yep. And that's the worst part.
And this has got to go like the last game that we had.
Yeah.
You need to have that conversation. You know what? Just go out and have fun. And that's what Espinosa's doing, but he's not having a whole lot of fun when he's running around for his life there. That'll be a turnover on downs. First down coming up here for the Marlins. They'll have the football at their own 26-yard line.
I have a feeling we'll see a heavy dose of Dylan Mitchell just kind of taking some handoffs or running the Wildcat, just doing something to bleed the clock down and get out of here with the championship.
Well, and this game is lost.
Yeah.
Its luster. I mean, you can even hear the crowd. I actually had to turn up the crowd now.
Yeah.
Because it just wasn't there.
After that first quarter and once the Marlins started to turn it on, it was just one of those things you could slowly hear the air going out of everybody.
When I start mimicking fast food drive-thrus, you know this game's in trouble. Takes the snap, pitches it. Nice little pitch play to Dylan Mitchell. Look at the speed, and he'll get caught, but not before he crosses the 30 to the 32.
Just weaves in and out of everybody.
He almost had a nice little seam there, but just couldn't quite penetrate it before kicking in the jets.
Yep, absolutely. But just nice job just reading his blocks. Good pickup there by Jordan Smith, too. Doing the handoff and picking up a block. You don't see too many quarterbacks laying their bodies on the line. Now Smith will go in the shotgun here. Yeah, they're going to send Mitchell in motion. Like I said, a heavy dose of Dylan Mitchell.
There we go. And he'll try to, nice open field tackle in the backfield.
Is that
I think that's Espinosa, and it is. Espinosa got that stop.
That was a brilliant tackle. He got low and was able to just put him down on the ground.
Third down.
Now 3rd and 8, but more time ticking off the clock there, and that's exactly what you want if you're the Marlins. Just keep bleeding it out.
Just bleed that clock.
Yep, absolutely. One of that situation when you're up this big, it's going to pay off for you in spades.
Look at the pass, rolls out. Now he'll keep it and go. And cuts back, and he's going to get swallowed up on 3rd down, taken down at about the 29. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, but right now, with it being about 5 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock and counting.
There we go, selfie time. Trying to get the, I don't know if do we want the producer in there? Yeah, we'll get her in there. Look up over here. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. All right.
Good stuff, man. That's needed.
Absolutely. 4th down. Hopefully she doesn't call HR on us.
I think we have more on her at this point than anything else.
Up the middle, and that'll be a turnover on downs, and the Wildcats will have the football in good field position against the Marlins, but to see if they can move anything.
A good stand there from the defense, too. I mean, it was a heavy dose of Mitchell, and they were still able to bottle him up.
Slido.com. Enter Taifa for the Al Hollins Player of the Game. You get to vote. 2 players will get selected from each game. Log on to Slido.com and enter Taifa and make your selections right now as you get to vote for the Player of the Game.
Right now, I think you can at least count Dylan Mitchell as one guy, and I would probably say Jordan Smith would be the other nod.
Takes the snap. And look to move forward. He'll get some room and runs out of bounds. Dylan Mitchell put his hand on his back. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag for that.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't a face mask.
Unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, right.
Enough for a Wildcats. First down.
First down, they'll spot the ball at the 17-yard line of the Marlins. See if the Wildcats can actually get another score on the board here. They've been score drought since the first quarter.
Yeah, since their 2 plays, 2 touchdowns.
It's been 34 unanswered points.
I think this is the furthest they've been in Marlins territory.
There's a pass play up the middle of the end zone, intercepted. What an interception.
And what a return.
And he'll get taken out of bounds.
Jordan Smith.
Wow.
What a play.
That's the second time he has got into the route at the last moment and reached up and plucked the ball out of the air.
I mean, it was one of those things where he was burned deep, no problem, but then that makeup speed of his was able to chase that down and pick off the ball with the last second remaining there. Because otherwise, that had touchdown written all over it. And I think right now Jordan Smith just locked up his Player of the Game award
That's got to be demoralizing for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. You think you have 6 and it's just going, and now it's going the other way. And with 4:24 now, if you're able to bleed this down to at least around 2 minutes, that's kind of what you're looking for on this offensive drive.
34-12 is our score here in the fourth quarter. And up the middle, Dillon Mitchell, there he goes.
Goodbye.
And he's gone.
See you later.
My goodness.
And he will take it and have about 30-yard lead on anybody behind him.
73 yards for Dillon Mitchell.
Touchdown.
Well, you could take it down to 2 minutes, or you could just rip off a 73-yard touchdown run. Choice is yours.
Dillon.
But if they're able to convert this 2-point conversion, then we'll have a running clock from here on out. And at this point, we're 32 minutes behind. Let's hopefully they can make that conversion.
$210 yards in touchdowns for Dillon Mitchell.
It's like you said, just touchdown runs.
Just touchdown runs, not total yards, just on touchdown runs.
I mean, that means he's got to be at least near 300 total yards of offense. That's insane.
He had a 31-yard reception, 59-yard touchdown run, 47 yards, and now this 73.
I mean, ever since they put him in the Wildcat, it's like, just do whatever you want back there, man, and a false start.
Always cracks me up when you get a false start where defensive lineman kind of takes a little nudge and a step.
Repeat the try.
Offensive lineman moves, and what does the defensive lineman always do?
Yeah.
Just points at him.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you in trouble.
They saw you. So he's the second guy.
Takes the step. Makes the pass. Dillon Mitchell looking for... You know, who is that he was trying to... He was trying to go to Jaron Lopez.
Good old number 0 there, and he had him, just wasn't able to make that connection.
That would have put us at the mercy rule.
Yep.
But we're 2 points shy of that.
Maybe they'll have mercy on us and just let it go.
4:10 remaining here in the football game. 40-12, Marlins with the lead.
Marlins, 40.
At this point, might as well just go for your same game plan here and just try to see if you can either get to the mercy rule or run out the clock.
Well, if they're going to onside kick, this is their last opportunity to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's that bunch formation right there. I mean, if you look right around in between either side, you can go in between the 40-yard line. If you just push it through those guys. Nice catch.
Nice catch there. Looks that's your Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie Salinas, man. He's been an underrated player in this ball game, and I feel like he got underutilized. I think that's the one big crime in this game, but That's a heck of a catch right there, because if he doesn't make that catch, that ball's getting behind him, and probably a Marlin special teamer is picking that up.
Even if it gets behind him, if he doesn't make the catch and it bounces off his chest, it pushes forward back towards the Marlins.
Yeah, I mean, that was an all-or-nothing play right there, and he got it all.
Next game coming up is we start the junior games. Division II juniors, it's the El Paso Broncos and the Cibolo Spartans, followed by our final game of the day, the Division I junior matchup between the Southside Ducks and the Killeen Cove Chiefs.
I just don't believe you that we'll ever reach it.
Espinoza once again on the carry down to the 40-yard line, a 5-yard gain. It'll bring up second down. Okay, make it a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, move that ball up an extra yard. Why not?
I'm waiting for that far side judge to do some kind of jig dance to confuse the down marker.
Yeah, that was a highlight moment right there. As he was just like, I don't know where to mark it, so let's just spread out wide.
I'll just straddle both of them.
I'll just look like I'm stretching, and they can figure it out.
Takes a snap, hands it off. Frankie Salinas with the carry, gains about a yard on the play. It'll bring up third down.
See, I just want to see him just line it up and just simple handoff. Now, a little halfback dive up the middle, but give it to Frankie Salinas and do that same play and just kind of see, because he's got good speed and good size to him as well, that if you do a little bit more north-south running for him, you might have a little bit more success.
Everything for the Wildcats has been stretch left, stretch right.
And it's one of those situations where you can do that as long as you're keeping them honest by going up the middle. And if you just keep bouncing into the outside, that's an easy adjustment to make.
Then he'll stretch it out here to the left side. And tries a turn, gets taken out of bounds. Number 3, I believe, Torian Brown on the stop that time for the Marlins.
Yeah, Marlins starting to just rotate in some different guys now and utilizing that huge roster that they have. And get some guys who probably don't normally see as much primetime playing. Get in the fourth quarter, see if they can close this out as we are almost to the 2-minute mark. And we are there. Well, they'll stop it at 2:01. There we go. Nice job, guys.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
I just said that.
I was going to say echo.
He can decide when he's going to use his microphone or not.
That's the thing. It's just been, I wonder if it's one of those things he's just forgot that he has it.
How do you forget it? Stabbing you in the side the whole time you're out there.
Maybe he's got some other stabbing pains right over there.
Takes the snap, rolls out again, stretch it out. And you got a man to beat. Gets the corner 50 and runs out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Got around the edge.
Espinosa's got to be tired.
I mean, that's a kid that's going to need a good massage tomorrow.
He's going to need an ice bath.
I mean, immediately. That's one of those things when he gets back to the hotel, the mom should be back there already shoveling ice into the tub.
You know, one of the negative things about youth football, youth sports in general, is the negativity from the adults.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And one of the things that I see doing these games as he pushes up front on first down up to about the 40-yard line is after a game.
Yeah.
There could be a hotly contested game. Next thing you know, you got adults that are arguing, yelling at each other, fighting on the sidelines, this and that. Sometimes it spills onto the field. Those same kids that were in that battle that caused all this stuff.
Yep.
If you look back on the backfield while the next game is going on, what are those kids doing?
Playing.
They're playing football,
exactly.
And they're on the same team.
Exactly.
Smiling, laughing, having a good old time.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where the adults become the children quite quickly, and the children become the example.
Quick pass play. He's got a man wide open.
Salinas.
It's caught. And he'll get taken out of bounds.
Frankie Salinas.
Wow.
I'm telling you, he's the underutilized X factor in this game.
Moving the change for another Wildcat first down.
And that was a nice little pass play right there.
That was a nice play.
But
He was left completely open there on the outside.
Somebody had a blown coverage assignment there because he could have just walked all the way down there.
That was a defensive breakdown that shouldn't be happening. Empty backfield, man in motion. It's Salinas, takes the snap, whistles blow,
Possibly.
and it's gonna be offsides.
Offside, defense.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
So
replay first down.
again, and I got a problem with this. Why are you blowing the whistle dead?
Yeah, exactly.
That should have been a free play.
Exactly. That. And,
The only reason you should have blown the whistle if somebody jumped so bad, one of the linemen, it would have been unabated to the quarterback.
And again, I think the reason why they blew it dead is because he made contact with one of the offensive linemen up front. But even still, I'm with you.
Then that's not offsides. That's encroachment.
Because you made contact with the guy up front, and you're right. That is a different call. But other than that, there's been several times where they've blown it dead.
Yeah.
Where that's a skill. That's an art. You see Aaron Rodgers do it all the time,
Yes.
where he gets that free play and then you just chuck it up.
Takes it down to the 5-yard line, and it looks like a timeout called by the Wildcats. They try to preserve some time with 38 seconds. 40-12.
Timeout. Wildcat.
Still a chance. I think right now all you're doing is trying to cap your season off the right way. Punch it into the end zone, get some points, and just walk out with your head held high at least.
Well, the remaining bench players are lined up at the 50.
Yeah, they know what's up. They're not really waiting around for all the antics.
Right. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, both squads you can see are lined up ready to go shake hands.
Points and get 3% back in rewards. Every season starts in Dick's.
I think at this point both teams are just ready to hit back home and hang out with their friends, play some video games. And
Well, the
just
Marlins
move
are in
on.
this area, so they'll go home.
Yep, they'll get to head out. I'm sure those kids still probably want to do the same exact thing, though.
They got about a 6 to 8 hour drive ahead of them. They're probably going to go to the hotel and wait till tomorrow.
I don't blame them.
Takes the snap. And, oh, my goodness.
Hello.
Wow.
That is being eaten alive. I believe that's number 8, George Perez, and that's the second humongous hit we've seen from him.
And, you know,
Timeout. Wildcats. There's that final timeout of the half.
when you saw that play develop after he took the snap, he held the football out like he was expecting to hand it off and stalled like there was nobody there. And by the time he realized, I need to do something, pop! here comes the refrigerator.
Yeah. Suddenly for Espinoza, the lights in the stadium went out real quick as a whole presence was George Perez.
George Perez, I'll call him the tortilla because all he did was wrap him up.
Yes, he did. Just
turned him into a burrito.
And not only that, a burrito that hit back quite
Wow.
hard.
Takes the snap, rolls out, comes into the near side, looking to get to the end zone. And he tries to push in, and he does.
And that's a Wildcat touchdown.
About a 10-yard run into the end zone, and we got an injured Marlin on the field.
He's up on his feet now. He's stammering off a little bit. I think that, again, it's Lopez. And he was a little shooken up in the first half. I'm pretty sure I saw number 0 there. It could be.
It's number 6 for the Marlins. That's going to be Edward Pineda.
Espinoza gets that in for the touchdown.
again. Down he goes.
And the extra point is no good. So that makes our score 40-18 with a whole 20 seconds remaining.
It was a situation there where, again, I think that was just a touchdown to feel good to end your season. But right now, if you're the Marlins, just recover it, take a knee, go celebrate.
Wildcats are out of timeouts. They'll have to recover the kickoff and then run one play.
Yeah.
Clock will stop for the change of possession.
Now, depending who runs that one play, it could either end this game or he could possibly take it to the house if it's Dylan Mitchell.
I think Billy Mitchell will have them
pull the reins.
Yeah.
I think that it's time to say, all right, fellas, we have proven our point, and let's walk out of here champions.
Onside kick recovered by the Marlins at the 49-yard line.
And the best formation to run if you are the winning side is the victory formation. And hopefully that's exactly what we're about to see here.
Carrier.
That was a big yawn.
That was a big yawn, man. That was one of those where
I've been sneaking them bad boys in for hours.
Oh man, that was a yawn. That's what is this one? Game 7 coming up? My gosh.
Game 7 coming up. We've got 2 more to get through.
I feel like I'll hit a second wind on Game 8 because I'll know that the end is near. It's going to be Game 7.
We've sat down through this entire game.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
And look what she brings you.
Oh,
look what she brings you.
That's in the clutch right there.
Wow.
I thought we were out of Red Bulls. Oh, that's a sign. We grabbed just enough. The only problem is I've had enough Red Bull to power a small city.
Shotgun takes a snap. They'll hand it off
to
the big man. Look at this. Rumble, big man. Rumble.
I love it. That's better than the victory formation. Hand it off to the big guy.
They're going to try to hurry up and do it again.
They are.
That was George Perez. 2 seconds. 1 second.
And that's
and they're not going to get the snap off.
And champion time.
Yep, they will get the championship. Congratulations. Final score, 44 the Southwest Houston Junior Marlins. 18 for the PSJ Wildcats. Southwest Houston Junior Marlins, the Division I rookie champions. Congratulations. Keep it here. We'll be back. We'll bring it back up here for the trophy presentation for the Marlins. And then our next game coming up, the Division II junior matchup between the El Paso Broncos and the Cibolo Spartans. We'll be back.